I have an update on the missing VIN badging on motorhomes and Newmar's response next. Welcome to the channel. I'm Liz. Last week I brought you the story of Brian and Jennifer, who are facing a $660,000 penalty for trying to cross the border without VIN badging on their motorhome. This story was covered originally by another channel that quickly took their video down due to pressure from the manufacturer. Apparently, Newmar doesn't want you to know that the VIN badging could be missing from thousands of their motorhomes. That's why I'm grateful to you for getting this story out. Christian Kermai at Auto Evolution and Steve Lito picked the story up. This is a huge story and it has serious consequences. Without proper VIN badging, you are not street legal, you're vulnerable to theft, and no, you can't just etch the VIN on your frame because that's illegal. Newmar has responded to me twice now. Shortly after the video came out, I was surprised to hear that they were posting on all their socials that I'm a liar. I write to company manufacturers every week at Monday morning at 6 a.m. I'm talking company presidents and CEOs. If you don't know, I am an RV consumer advocate. I am helping customers that are stuck with brand new defective RVs. Typically, I receive responses within hours. For whatever reason, Newmar chose to wait until the end of the week to respond. By then, I'd already shot the video. It was after my production deadline when I finally heard from them. So in the video, I said that I had not heard from them. Now the video comes out and they're trying to post a comment on the video and they're accusing me of deleting their comments. It's standard practice if you're an established YouTube channel to not allow comments with links or profanity. I'm assuming that Newmar was trying to post a comment with a link. And if you think about it, if you're a bigger YouTube channel, if you allowed links, oh my goodness, it would be full of spam, people trying to sell their RV or promote their own YouTube channel. So they're trashing me all across their socials. I want to point out that Newmar is a multi-million-dollar company owned by Winnebago, which is a multi-billion-dollar corporation. What you're seeing is them trying to shoot the messenger. So let's look at their response. This is the response that came in last week, too late to make it in the video. So Casey Tubman is the president of Newmar and he's responding saying that they are in full compliance, even with their Spartan chassis. Well, this goes against what Brian says, that Casey was on the phone and the NHTSA, the NHTSA compliance officer, told him that no, you're not. I spent this morning calling Washington, D.C. and talking to NHTSA agents, and no, you cannot put a partial VIN on a frame. The law is very clear that the full 17-digit VIN needs to be etched or riveted on the frame. And again, you can't do this yourself. That's illegal. This is something that the manufacturer has to do. And the inside stickers need to be non-removable. They can't just be printed on a laser printer and stickered on top of wallpaper or in a cabinet. So that could potentially affect the entire product line, not just Spartan chassis for Newmar. Then he implies that Brian is being untruthful. He says if any seizure took place, it was a lot more serious than a VIN number not being found. I put the documentation of the penalty on the screen in last week's video, and I'll put it up again here. It is very clear that Brian is being charged for not having a VIN on the motorhome. There's nothing else to the story. And meanwhile, I'm hearing from you, I'm hearing from several people that they check their motorhomes and they don't have VINs. And this is not just limited to Newmar. People with other motorhomes reported the same thing, that they don't have a VIN. So this is very serious, not just for, meeting VIN standards so you can drive on the road, but also to protect you from theft and fraud. What's going to stop somebody from stealing a motorhome if it doesn't have the VIN etched into the frame? They can do whatever they want with it. If the stickers are just peel and stick inside, then obviously they can replace them. They can renumber the motorhome, say with a motorhome that has been junked, that's in the junkyard, and then they can sell it. So I cannot tell you enough how big this is. The second response from Newmar came in just yesterday, and here they try and spin the story. They're changing the timeline and they're trying to change what really happened. I'm going to put that up on the screen with Brian's response. This is really, again, not facing the issue head on. There apparently is a big problem at Newmar, and this could affect their whole product line. And it's time, in my opinion, for them to step up and help their customers. And I'm going to have to do a revision for Newmar on my RV buyer's guide. If you don't know, I wrote a book reviewing over 170 different RVs, and this is something crowdsourced by my audience of nearly 200,000 people. If you've already purchased the book, then you know I'm giving a glowing review for Newmar. I mean, they make a great product, but it's at the editor right now getting this revision that you don't want to have this VIN problem. I mean, if you want to buy a Newmar, you absolutely need to check that it's VIN'd correctly inside and out. Now, if you have already purchased the RV Buyer's Guide, you can get this update for free. The update's coming out in a couple weeks. It's not out yet. If you haven't purchased the RV Buyer's Guide, it is on sale right now for 25% off. And also when the update comes out, you can get it for free. A couple days ago, Newmar posted a statement on their website denying all of this. I'm truly mystified, as apparently they think the laws don't apply to them. So here's where we are now. Casey claims that their Newmars are all compliant, yet Brian is facing a fine for not being in compliance. Casey continues to plant the seed that Brian's not being truthful. Again, I keep showing you the documentation that yes, Brian is being truthful. He does not have a VIN on the outside of his motorhome, and the inside stickers are not in compliance. The other problem is he claims he doesn't want to comment or reach out to Brian because Brian is using an attorney. Well, there is no legal action taking place. It's just that Casey stopped responding to Brian's request for help, so we had a lawyer draft a letter. Brian still would welcome a call from Newmar to help. He absolutely is stuck here facing a fine through no fault of his own because he has, by the way, the top of the line, most expensive product that Newmar makes, and all he's asking is for them to make this right. This is clearly a defect in the factory. Maybe his is the only one with no VIN on the outside, but still, it's Newmar's responsibility, if there's a VIN problem, for them to fix it. And Brian says at no point has anyone from Newmar reached out to inspect his motorhome to look and see for themselves that it is missing a VIN. I'm still hoping that Newmar will come to their senses and take responsibility and accountability and help Brian and Jennifer. Let me know in the comments what you think Newmar should do, as well as your opinion on their response so far. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.